Good morning, everyone. This is Deneen Mason, Damien's mother, and Alan Walton, Damien's dad. This is the Quincy McCall show. This episode is very special to me and his father. It's about their father and son relationship. So I hope it helps people, fathers and mothers. I want this to really, touch your hearts this morning. I'm gonna start off, pretty much how when Damien was born and what it was like. So I'm about to introduce Alan to the podcast, y'all. Alan, Walton, Damien's father.
Well, you know how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring it in right how you want to. You know, I had to bring it in right, because that's how he. You know how he do it. You know how he do it. What he say? He said, "Welcome to the WEAA 88.9 FM."
He got hit the dance like this. He be he has some rhythm. He don't got rhythm like me.
Hey, you gotta bring it in. You gotta bring it in right. You gotta bring it in right.
I'm glad you did that.
That's why he wanted. He wanted to go out. I would go out. So yeah, thank you. I thank you for introducing me. Yeah, thank you. As Denise Mason basically explained it, that's my son's mother. If you don't know, she actually basically explained it that today's topic will be about relationships with your children, not just saying with your children with dads, but children with moms also. So it goes both ways. But today we're gonna be basically bringing it from the dad's perspective, my way of my son, bringing my life into my life into my son's way growing up. So I'm gonna turn the call back to you. Denise, you want to ask any questions or anything? We're going to get this thing started.
Right. So pretty much, I'm going to just take it back. I'm going to take it back when, 4. I'm going to take it age 4. So not even age 4. When you found out you was having a child and it was a boy, what was your first reaction?
Whoa.
First reaction?
First reaction, whoa. I could just say, I'm going to leave it like, whoa. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I never thought I could have. I never knew I was going to have children. I never knew this was going to happen. It just was something new to me. The whole child thing was something new. I always wanted children, but it was something new. It was something that I always prayed for. I wanted, and when it happened, it was like, whoa. I just didn't know. I wasn't really in a stage of getting like this real. It's really happening. And so it was something new to me. I try to get it's a lot of things. I mean, I was just amazing. I just feel like the best thing that ever happened to me was having my son. At the age when he grew up, age of 4. I'm talking when he was an infant and we were staying at my mom's house.
Yeah, that was easy. You ain't had to do milk Pampers and change shitty diapers.
That was the best thing in life. I was learning how to change diapers and learning how to basically. My mom and y'all actually showed me how to do a lot of things I didn't know. As a dad coming into this world, raising a child, I just didn't know things. It was something new to me. So my mom and you actually helped me out a lot with that area, helping him at his age, younger ages.
As he got to 4, what was it like for you at 4? What was your interaction with him at 4?
Interaction with him at the age of 4. I was still young. Still in the streets. Could have done a lot better. Reason why I say this because I had my son and I was still running the streets, still trying to do things, just hanging in the streets, what I should have been spending a lot of time with my son, but doing little crazy things, not realizing that your child, needs you the most at his younger age. I'm just being real. He needs you the most at his younger age because I learned as my age growing up as a child, my mother, she pretty much raised me. My mama raised me. My dad pretty much wasn't around. He came around for a second. He was gone. And he pretty much wasn't there. But I still love him. I was still giving praise. I tell anyone, no matter what goes on in your life, you still respect both of your parents. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. So I would never downgrade him for what he done. Because he still made me. He still followed my father, but I love him to death. Rest in peace to him too. But it's pretty much rough when I grew up. My mama, she raised me like crazy. She did everything she could do. I had no dad behind me, standing behind me to show me how to do father things. I'm just gonna be real with you. So I had to learn that from my mama, and it's kind of hard sometimes learning things from your mama. You know what I'm saying? Because your mother can't show you how to do father things for real. Let's be real. A mother can show you how to do daughter things. But it's kind of hard when your mother trying to show you how to go to the bathroom. I mean, and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But so I think, like I said, I thank you for that, for being a part of my life in that area. Because
What
like
do
I said,
you,
it
what do
wasn't.
you, what do you feel like Damien taught you at that age, 4 to 8? What did you learn from off of Damien when he was a kid at that age? What, from you being young to from them age brackets, what did you see anything that he taught you between that age time frame, 4 and 8?
Well, it goes back to, like I said, when I was a child, and I relate to all those things with how he was feeling. You know, when you're young, you pretty much you hold those things aside. You see things, you remember things when you're young. And I remember everything my dad used to say to my mom, you do to my mom. I remember everything, so it stayed with me all my life. So I pretty much could take that what my son was feeling. He always wanted to be around me. So I realized that. I realized that when I come in the house, he's smiling, he's just joyful. It's some that different feeling when your son wants to be around his dad. It's like a mama want to be around, a daughter want to be around his mama sometimes, but he wanted to be around me a lot more. But which I could have spent more time. I was out in the street, and like I said, I was running with my buddies and all kinds of things, doing crazy things I shouldn't been. I should have been spending more time with my son when I was growing up, and I really feel that's why today, even the day when he was alive, he still held on to a lot of those things because he don't forget things. Children don't forget nothing. I mean, no matter what they see in their eyes. I remember stuff when I was a young baby, so I know how he pretty much remember things. So that's when and growing up at the age of 4, I trust me, I know he remember everything. So he still held on to a lot of things, and it was kind of hard. You can't build it. You can't. It's kind of hard to build that trust back once you break it. It's really hard trying to build trust when you break that trust with your child. So that's why I tell everyone, if you at a younger age, it's the best to start building your relationship stronger with your children. Stay with your children. Be the best you could be with your children. Father, dad, be the best. I mean, treat them with like everything. And I learned a lot from my son passing. It's been crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like I lost my best friend. You know what I'm saying? He was everything to me. Just real. I mean, I actually almost lost my mind. I ain't trying to be funny, but that's crazy, man. And losing your son, my only child. It's not like I have a lot of children. It's my only child. So it hurt me the most because I know I could have done a lot more. You know what I'm saying? I could have I could have been a lot better. We had our ups and downs. We did. We had our ups and downs. But we both tore us. His birthday May the 3rd. Mine May the 8th. We bump heads. We tore us. He's stubborn. Both of us were stubborn. So, I was trying to be now. I try to get my point across. He gonna get his point across. So we bump heads. Okay, we ain't gonna talk. Okay, we kind of we come back buddies again. But even though those those times that you bump heads, I encourage you every day to build that relationship stronger that night, which we should have been doing. We should have been coming closer to each other. Okay, dad. Okay, son. I'm sorry. That night before. Don't ever let a day go by. I'm serious, y'all. Don't ever let a day go by and not tell your children that you love them or not make up. You never know. Tomorrow might not be real. Might not be around. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. So these are things I think about. That's why I shed tears sometimes. Like, dad, I could have made things better. And it could have been a lot better. My life could have been a lot better. And as he grow older, I ain't gonna let you go ahead because I keep on talking. So
So it's all good that you wanna. I want you to do that. That's what I
sure.
want. So if you could, if not even if, name one thing that you wish you would have did with Damien while he was here.
Oh my God.
1 to 5 things.
One
What
thing, you name one or let me think 100.
I'm
I
gonna
can
give you
say,
5 because we on the time limit too. But
oh, shoot, that's
what are the things you wish you would have did with Damien from age 8 to where he is at 25? 4, of course, we playing board games, coloring books, Xbox, and all that other stuff. But from age 8 to where he was at 25, what are the things that you miss and you wish that you could rewind, but you can't, but you can move forward with it?
I can't say nothing more than time. You know what I'm saying? Time is everything. When I say time, I mean time is everything. You can't even put nothing in front of time. I mean, the times that he wanted to be, I should have been there with him. I mean, instead of running those streets with my buddies and all kinds of things, I should have been there with him. Because he definitely wanted to be around me. I could tell he always. It's just something about when I came around. That joy that he had, But I could have been spending more time with him. That more time would have made a difference here today. Even when he got older, it would change a lot of things around how he thought of me. Because I'm just being real. Time is everything. You can't take nothing back from time. I mean, like I said, you could try to make things better, but children will always hold on to that. They're never gonna forget. Put it that way. They're never gonna forget what happens. No matter what you could do, everything you could do, but just pray. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, as we got older, we started building a little stronger relationship. And it was getting there, but I could tell he still was holding on a little bit, but it got there. We still was bumping heads, as dad and son, both stubborn again. We got better. We not better, but I'm gonna tell you something. The best thing in my life is when my son got older. He was able to do things on his own, and he was able to get his own apartment. I seen how he was motivated. He's got his own. He was a hustler, grinder. He never depended on nobody to do nothing for him.
So why that part though? Out of all the years, why that part? His older life. Why that part?
Because reason why I said because I realized that my son he wasn't a troublemaker. He was a good child. You know what I'm saying? My son was trust me, I can't even say nothing I seen him do bad. That's what hurt me today because
he had a sneaky way. I
had one of the best. No, seriously, I had one of the best children in the world. Any person can ask for. He had his own place. He had his own car. He went to college. We hung out. He hung out with his friends or cousins. You know what I'm saying? Kiki, you know who you are. He hung out with all those people. And he never stayed. He never got in no trouble. He came back home, went to work. So I had a great child. So it don't get no better than that. It don't get no better than that. So we started hanging out, and it was like he became my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't hang out with people. So when I hung with my son, sometimes I look at him like, wow, this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just having your son drive you around. And I can think of all the times, even times I probably didn't have $1 in my pocket. My son, hey, Dad, here you go. And shed tears to me. It's like, Dad, man, this is something I always wanted, but I could have been doing better. So it's nothing like I said, it's nothing like having a son in your life, or a daughter. I tell you, treat them every day with your best from day one. Because like I said, tomorrow's not promised.
So let me ask you this. So I appreciate your response as well. When you look at Damien, what do you really see? What do you see within him? What did you see in him? Like, what was your me? What I saw in my son, he was my king, he was my knight, and he's my armor, and he was everything to me. That was my dog. That was my dog. Whatever he wanted, I'm gonna give it to him. I wasn't perfect back in the day either. Back in the day, I still went out and did my thing, but I always wanted to make sure my son home life was going to be like that, and it was.
Right.
But for you, I want to know is what is it that what did you actually see in your soul of your son? Not what did you see that really honestly got your attention besides him passing away? Besides that being what was it before he passed away that made you feel like you need to try to have a relationship with him and fix whatever? What was it?
Well, because my son, he had a heart of gold. You know what I'm saying? He loved everyone. You know what I'm saying? He never. I'm telling you, he never talked bad about anyone. He might get a little upset, but he never talked bad about no one. So that kind of played a heart in my life. I'm like, wow, my heart. Anywhere he go, he was well known. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Anywhere he go, he's like, I know that dude. I'm like, no, you don't. The dudes come run over to him. I'm like, whoa, dude, you know everybody. So he was very popular. You know what I'm saying? He's very popular. That's some things, in life, I watch things like that, and you was very popular in high school too and all coming up. So
I was all right. I wasn't popular. I was a little,
No, he got that from you.
Basketball player with my homegirls.
Yeah, he got all that from you, all that popular stuff. But as I like I say, he was my everything. He was my, don't believe it or not, he was my everything. We, even though we bump heads, I still would get on the phone, watch his movements, and see what he doing. I never told him that, but I watch his movements and see what everything he doing. I always call my mom. You talk to Damien. You talk to Damien. Because that's my heart. At the end of the day, that was still in my heart. When he was still alive, I'm talking. That was my heart. It's my, like I tell him, that was my best friend. I never hung out with nobody. So when I hung out, that's who I was with. When I went to cookouts and things, I always say, "It's my son come. I'm trying to find out where he at." You know what I'm
You
saying?
got to be
Because
where he was at all the time, just to
all
get
the
that
time, all the
time.
time. So when he was there, because I was, when he was around me, it made me a better dad because I didn't want him to see me doing things I shouldn't be doing, even drinking, anything. What I'm saying? I didn't want him to see me doing them. So it made me better. What I'm saying? Because he always, when he come show up somewhere, he watching me. I look at him, he look at him like, oh my God, he's looking. I got to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? So he actually helped me become a better person. Because when he showed up, like I say, I was a totally different person. I didn't want to show off, or I was trying to just be around him when he showed up. Anywhere he was at.
Oh, okay, so I got another question. So as you know, throughout the years of him
Mm-hmm.
being the age he was, 4, 8, 12, 15, 16, 18, 20, we're going to cut it off at 18 because once you graduate, you're grown.
Mm-hmm.
So how did, like, after years that, we have, been apart, the, like, have you ever felt like when you date someone, you should be, your child should always be first? But like sometimes we all get in these relationships and get blindsided. Do you feel like that you 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 allow certain things to come between the time that you missed with Damien? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
Well, I truly don't. I truly don't believe it's that. I truly believe it's the person. No, nobody can make you do anything. Nobody can make a person do nothing. It's all you. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame anybody for my mistakes I've done. You know what I'm saying? Because as it being a dad, I had to make my own decisions at the end of the day. Nobody could tell me, take me away from my son. Nobody can do any of those things. Because it's up to me to make that decision. Do I want to do good or do bad? And I blame myself for those ways I had. Like I say, in and out of prison, doing things. I could have been doing positive things to stay from going to prison, spending more time with my son. You know what I'm saying? So no, I truly believe that it's all on you. It's all what you intake inside your mind. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, nobody can make you be negative. Nobody in life can make you be negative. It's all you. At the end of the day. So I hold that for myself right there. No matter what, that's me all the way. That's me definitely. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Definitely.
I'm gonna fast forward. So when he graduated, what was that feeling like from high school for
Wow.
you?
Um, I remember at the stadium. I remember the stadium in there. It's like, pretty much he done something I haven't done. It's amazing. I see how my son he grew up. He grew up. He went through all kinds of things. And graduation was like everything. He made it. You know what I'm saying? In my life, I can sit back in my life. I dropped out in my 12th grade, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Dropped out and started doing crazy stuff. And my son made it. That was a big plus for him. You know what I'm saying? And he went on to college after that. And he kept moving. He never stopped. And he kept saying, "Man, I'm going to pledge. That's my next thing. I'm going to pledge." I'm like, "Wow, man, you about to go do that now?" And he said, "Yeah, man, I'm working 2 jobs." Like, you working 2 jobs, dude? I mean, this dude was working. I mean, every time I turn around, man, I'm working here and working. I'm like, "How you get all these jobs, dude?"
Right, I ain't gonna lie. I used to be like, "Mom, can Mama get some money, please?" But he
Man,
always had a nice job, always,
yeah, he
and
had it going on. He had it going on. I can't take that back from him,
it's
man.
called
Like I say,
structure. Make sure you
yeah,
bump
he
up
was,
by the head if you ain't had that structure.
yeah. He had it going on. So I was like, man, that's amazing. And he's a good child, and he always gonna be missed, Like I say, we always see him again one day, like I said, I thank God for even giving us the time we had the 25 years with him. He was so much amazing child. He changed everyone's life, not just our life, not my family life, Nicole's life, and everybody else. So he changed everybody. He was a big part of everybody's life. So that was
See
huge.
that? I see that his Instagram page.
Yeah, that was huge.
I just want to speak on a couple things real quick. One thing I could say about Damien, he
Huh?
loved his Shaw friends, his
Yeah.
Morgan State friends, his uh the World Bank, especially the Kennedy Center. He always had stories about the Kennedy Center.
Yeah, yeah.
He just was an amazing kid
Yeah,
that
yeah.
just he knew, and I just hope this show, to me, I just don't want no one to never allow whoever you married to come between your relationship of your child. At the end of the day, like he said, time is everything. You don't get that back. To me, I just always feel like if you're gonna be with someone, if they don't make you want to do the things that you should be doing with your child, then that's a problem. I just, I'm just learning this at the age I am right now. If I would have known certain things back then I would have been like, oh, dang, okay, but we all grow. But just again, you want someone that's going to have your back with your child, your relationship with your child, just with you in general. Just remember that it's your kids, how many ever you have is your everything. I'm about to get ready to wrap it up, but I got one more question for Mr. Walton.
What?
If you could say one thing to Damien right now from your heart, like everything besides I miss you, what would you tell him that he wanted to know? I got to end the show like that. What is something that he really wanted to know, but you didn't get a chance to answer?
Well, we had our talk. We had our talk. There was this time I went over to his apartment. We had our talk. I said, I got to talk to you. He said, nah, let's go talk now. I'm like, well, I don't want to talk now. I'm trying to figure out, we had our little talk. How many minutes we got on the show?
We about to end this in like 4 minutes because
Okay.
I can get some breakfast for one. I popped up out of my seat at the shower.
Well, I want to we had a meeting. We had a meeting. She said, you can meet me right now. Give me a few minutes. That's all right. So I went over there, met with him. And the vibe was kind of good. The vibe was very good. We was feeling each other, talking each other, laughing, playing. I didn't want to bring up what was on my heart. We was talking. So we was having such a good conversation. I didn't even want to mess the mood up. But Damien, he's stubborn like I am. No, tell me what you want to talk about. I'm like, look, I don't want to talk about it. I'm having a good time. Let's just chill. Let's forget about it. No, I want to talk about what you. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. So we start talking. We start talking. We breaking down stuff, how we feeling about each other, how we can make each other better. That's before he passed away. It was kind of amazing. We started saying how we can make each other better and things. Of course, we ended up saying things, crashing again. I don't know how. I don't know how we crashed again. So we ended up crashing again. And he said, I asked him, so what bothers you? The first thing came out of his mouth was that he said, I just want to know, why did you leave? I'm like, wow. That's the first thing came out of his mouth. He said, I want to know, why did you leave? I'm like, I ain't had no question for it, 'cause I couldn't believe that was coming from my son's mouth. I was like, wow. It's like he's 20-something years old and he still asked me. I said, so that's what you holding on to. So let's watch this now. And I told him why. I told him what was going on, how my life was, and and I apologized to him. I said I can't. I told him, I said I can't take that back. I said that's the old me. You know what I'm saying? But I said I'm here today to be who I am today to you. I can't take back my past. I can't bring back the past. So we squashed that. We squashed it. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good ever since then. We call each other all the time, talk to each other, and like I say, I wish.
Do you have regrets?
Huh?
Do you have regrets in certain things?
I always have regrets. I have regrets of certain things. Even getting in arguments, I have regrets of that because I truly, when your son is not here no longer, even today I'm saying, because when your son, you miss all the talking and all the good. You think of all the things you could have said to make that argument a little better. You know what I'm saying? You miss all the good things you could have done. Put it that way, to make things better. And I tell people, don't wait till it's too late to do that because like I said, you never know tomorrow's promise. So,
Exactly.
like I said. Never know. So.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you want to get off your chest about your son? Because I can go on about my son.
I can trust me.
I can go on.
I'm letting you flow. I can keep going on and on too. But like I said, even though I know he's not gone. He's still here. You know what I'm saying? He's still here. He's not here.
Look what he got to do. We on camera in the show together.
Yeah, I see.
Look at this.
He's here laughing now, probably laughing around.
Yeah,
so, like I say, even I'm telling y'all to be the best parents you could be, no matter what. I don't care what you. I'm seriously. Take it from my advice. Like I said, you only get one life to live. You know what I'm saying, and do it better, do it good, do it great. Don't just do it better, do it great. You know, I tell a lot of people. I go to church and I tell a lot of people, you know, but they. I mean, I hang with a lot of children. Love children. I love children. I love children. I'm always like that. That's me. You know what I'm saying, but that's why I feel I could have related to my son. I could have brought that back to my son better than what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? So, because people, you gotta love your children, man. You gotta love your children. They our next generation. That's the next thing. When we pass out, when we pass away. That's gonna be the ones we raising. So, I mean, you gotta snatch them while they're young. I mean, you gotta snatch them when they're young, man. I mean, they doing things. You
Building the foundation, right when
yeah,
they're able to understand everything, build
yeah.
that
You gotta snatch
foundation and that structure.
people let their kids do anything. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You gotta snatch them while they're young, man. I mean, get them in, will them in. Fathers, be fathers to your children while they're young. Don't wait
And
till
mothers, be some mothers, some mothers out
yeah.
there. It ain't all about the fathers too, but
No,
this
it's not.
also was about their relationship, but it's
It's not. It's
the
not.
father.
It's not. But I got blessed. You know, I got blessed.
Yeah, because
I
you
got
had
blessed. You know, he
a
didn't show
bomb
bad
baby
character.
mother that was made sure her son wasn't gonna get in these streets, and I
No.
wasn't saying that with Damien. You know that. Go ahead and clap it up for me. Go ahead, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. But I'm gonna let you say something to close it out, and then I'm gonna end it out with my last set of words. So, is there anything you want to say about this show, or
Oh, of course. We gonna this not it, y'all. We're gonna keep the show rolling. This is what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna definitely keep the show rolling. So it's just this is the beginning. You ain't see nothing yet. We're gonna have all kinds of things taking place. We're gonna also as his mom's in the States, she's gonna have all kinds of things taking place from this show. We're gonna try to get a lot of people onto this show. You know, so you want to stay tuned, stay following this show because this is not nothing. This is the beginning. The Quincy McCall show is gonna get bigger than this. You know, we're gonna take this to the fullest, to his heart. Everything he ever wanted, we're gonna put it in. You know, even he say what he say. He say he gonna when he make it, he gonna make sure you make it, right? So guess what? He gonna make it. He already made it. I tell people all the time, he already made it. So now we gotta make it. So it's for us to make his show creative. You know, so he putting this on us to make this happen. He beside us, but we gotta do it. So I thank you. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on the show today. Like I said, it's gonna be your last time seeing me on the show. You got my 100% support with this show. Anything I can do, let me know. I'm always on it. So just let me know.
all right. So, everybody, this is Alan Walton, Damien's dad, and of course, you know who my Dukes is, Miss Mason, Deneen. I just want to stress your relationship with your child is the best gift God could give you. You know, your kid is going to teach you things that you don't even know as an adult. And it's up to you to really see it and understand it. You can catch it then, or you may catch it later. But it's up to you. And I'm going to say this. Damien taught me so much as a mother, a teen mother at that. And I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for him being in my life as a gift from God. So remember, don't let nothing come between your relationship with your kid. I don't care who it is, what it is, blah, 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 blah. I don't care how bomb the sex is, how much money they got. That don't matter, because the relationship with your kid is the gift that you want to have forever, to be able to cherish and to understand over anything that is given to you or presented to you. I love y'all. This is the Quincy McCall Show with Deneen Mason, Alan Walton. Again, I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. I looked at the video. I love y'all. Alan does too. And see you in the next episode.